Welcome back to another episode, everyone. Today I am back at Riverside, California, PhDogs with professional dog trainer Bethany Preud'homme. She's going to be going over some of the steps that she likes to take when she starts to introduce brand new puppies to the leash. This is a great exercise that I highly recommend doing with your own puppies at home.
So this is one of my puppies. He's 8 weeks old. And I'm going to show you how to teach a puppy how to walk on a leash. So the first thing that I do is I want to make sure obviously the puppy is comfortable just wearing a collar. The collar should be fit snug enough that they can't slip out of it, but loose enough obviously that they're not choking. And you always want to make sure that you're checking puppy collars regularly because they obviously grow fast. You want to make sure that it doesn't get too tight. So the first thing that I do is I just have a leather leash on him, and I'm just going to get him comfortable dragging the leash. So if he's not comfortable dragging the leash and just feeling the tension from the grass pulling, then obviously he's not ready for me to hold on to it. So I just kind of walk the puppy around and let him get comfortable dragging the leash. He's gonna start biting me in a second, and he doesn't care too much about the leash. So that tells me that I can start to hold on to it. Go grab some treats here. So I'm going to just start rewarding the puppy for following me. So if I walk this way, I'm going to reward the puppy where I want him to be. So if I want my puppy on my left hand side, I'm going to have my leash in my right, my food in my left, and that way I can just drop the food right off my hip and reward him. And this puppy's just working for his breakfast. Take a couple steps, reward him. Good, reward him. Follow me around, again, reward him. Reward him. And I don't care about perfect heel position, I'm just getting the puppy to follow me. Good, reward. So if I have a puppy that starts to bite me, I'm just gonna redirect him onto the food. If you'd rather bite me than take the food, I can trade him for a toy, or I can just pick up the puppy. So again, if I don't want my puppy biting me, I can just physically pick him up. I can wait a couple seconds and then just put him down again. When you pick up the puppy, if you're having issues with the puppy biting you, I just point the spiky parts away from me. So if my puppy is biting me and I want him to stop, I just pick him up by the scruff and then just point his face away. So the way that I'm holding him, he can't turn around and physically bite me. Once he calms down, then I can put him down and try it again. So if every single time the puppy starts to bite my legs, if I just pick him up and point him away from me, kind of give him a little time out, then he'll understand that that's not the game that we're playing. Or I can just reward him before he bites me. But you can see he would rather bite me than take the food. So that tells me that I need either higher value food or I need to play with the puppy first and get rid of some of this biting. So he's not going to be a puppy that's going to be difficult to walk, because you can see I can kind of pull on him and he doesn't seem to care. So that's one thing that I'll check on with the puppies, is just desensitize them a little bit to the leash. So if I pull, and then I'll give him some food. And I'll kind of pull him just to kind of get him comfortable moving in the direction of the leash. If he'll take food, that would be perfect. But because he's not, you can see his tail is up, he's happy, I can just get him comfortable moving with the leash this way too. So this is a different puppy. This is the brown collar boy. So again, the first thing I'm just going to get him comfortable is dragging his leash around. Puppy! See if he'll take my food. Good puppy. See, he's pretty comfortable, doesn't seem to care about it. I can start to pick it up. Good. So again, if I have a puppy that I don't want biting my legs, I can try trading for food. If the puppy would rather bite me than do anything else, I'm just going to pick them up and point the pointy part away from me. Or I can have a toy and redirect them. But if I'm walking and I have nothing on me and I just need the puppy to stop biting me, I'm just going to pick them up by the scruff and point them away from me. And again, the way that I'm holding them, they can't flip around and bite me. Wait for them to calm down, put them down, and start walking again. Good puppy. So this is another puppy. We're gonna get her comfortable just dragging the leash to start. Hi! Let's get her moving around. Let her explore the environment. If she'll eat my food and if my puppy's hungry, then I can work on rewarding by my left side right where I want her. And if not, I'm just gonna work on giving to leash tension. Good girl. So just 2 fingers, let her get distracted, and then I'm gonna pull, pull, pull. Good girl. Second she moves in my direction, turn on the praise and start the petting. Let her go back out. Pull, pull, pull. Good girl. Good girl. Pull, pull. Good girl. Good girl. This is our dark blue collar boy, so we're gonna let him drag the leash to start. Just walk him around. So I'm gonna start pulling. Pull, pull, pull. Good boy. Good boy. Pull, pull, pull. Good boy. Good job. Good boy. Pull, pull, pull. Pull, pull. Good. So in closing, when I'm doing my puppy leash walking, the first step is to get them comfortable wearing a collar. The second step is getting them comfortable just dragging around a leash. The third step is getting them to follow me while I'm holding it. And then the fourth step is teaching them that beginning of leash pressure where I'm pulling, and the second that they move in my direction and give into leash, I praise, I pet, and I'll give them treats if they'll work for the food. If I'm having issues with puppy biting me while I'm starting this, I'm just picking them up, waiting for them to calm down and then putting them down, or I can redirect them with food or redirect with a toy. If you have nothing on you and it's really hurting, just pick up the puppy and hold them away from you. So another thing that I do when I'm teaching my puppies to walk on a leash is I generally let them pull around on harnesses and flexi leads when I'm not doing training. A lot of people think that harnesses are bad, but they're actually designed for pulling. So I want my puppies to explore when they're doing their initial walks. And so I will use a harness so that way it's the most comfortable for them to pull, and that way they can go and explore. And the reason that I do a flexi lead versus a regular leash is I want them to have that space to go explore, and I want to be able to keep walking. So that way the puppies learn to follow me, and then I'm not gonna wait for them. If I'm walking on a 6-foot leash and I want my puppy to go sniff there, and they're sniffing and then I'm waiting, I'm teaching the puppy that I'm gonna wait for them and that they don't have to pay attention to me. Where if I can walk them on a long flexi lead, then when they stop to sniff and I keep walking, they learn that they have to pay attention to me. So the second the puppy checks back in and they come running up to catch up with me, I can reward them that way. And that way the puppies learn from a very young age that they have to follow me and that I'm not waiting for them.
I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Make sure you check out the description below where I'm going to have all of Bethany's information. So if you want to train directly with her and her team here at PhDogs, you'll be able to do just that. She offers Zoom training for those that aren't local to Riverside, California. But those of you that are local, make sure you take advantage of the services that she offers, which includes private lessons and stay and train. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will see you in the next one.